keep pulling her over for it. And it's like, man, it's just like that. It almost seems predatory.
Yeah.
You know? But like I'm like you, they're out there doing a job,
And
it's just at a certain point, it's like, good grief, you pulled this girl over like
I know
5 times. I told her, I said, Peyton, I've been driving for over 20 years, and I haven't been pulled over as many times as you have in your short 2 years of driving.
Yeah.
Poor kid, Jimmy. Yeah.
Well, he did mention my third brake light, and
Oh,
it was
okay.
like, yeah, okay.
Well, at that time of night, it seems like they're just anything that if they see it, they're going to get you for. Yeah. Because there's always a chance that they might find something more.
Well, I think when I told him I was going to come to my jiu-jitsu class, I think he felt the bond.
Oh,
because those
okay.
guys do.
Maybe
I think,
maybe he's a future student.
Because then he was just like, you ever been in trouble? I said, no. I was like, okay, well, enjoy your role.
Yeah.
Like,
You kidding me?
yeah.
Oh, that's funny, man. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff yesterday, Robert.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get distracted. There's so much that I want to share with you.
Yeah.
I just get a little bit overexcited and just spew jiu-jitsu techniques at you. So hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem.
I don't think so.
Anything that you wanted to do today?
I don't have anything in mind, I'd like to review some of our pulling guard at some point. I know it's been a few weeks since we did that, the daily Hiva and some of that stuff. That would be my preference, but if you have something else in mind, then let's just do that.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go over the pulling guard. So obviously, grips. You're gonna get gripped, especially in gi, right? Even no gi, you want to get gripped. I wanted to start, whenever we talk about pulling guard, I wanted to start talking about pulling to single leg X, brand new. We haven't ever gone over single leg X before.
Okay.
But I'll kind of, since we're talking about pulling guard today, I'll kind of go over that and just kind of scratch the surface of it and just give you an idea of what single leg X is and what some things that we can, some of the benefits to it, and some good sweeps off of that, and it really traps the guy, locks him down. Okay. So let's get right into it. So pulling guard, right? We're either going to go cross collar sleeve, right, or same side collar, right? This, it's okay. I prefer cross collar, right? Because then I can control one side of your body. I'm always trying to control one side of your body. Okay. 2 ways. Go here, right? You can't push my foot off. You have control of your sleeve. Here, you can push my foot off, but you're going to step into the daily Hiva. Okay. So that's what we'll stick with that today, since we really like the daily Hiva stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So here, I'm going to turn as well. When I pull, I'm going to kind of create an angle, and I'm going to turn so you have to step. Okay. Nice and easy here. Yeah. Look, there's that leg. Right. I want to make you step into it. Okay. And I've got a really good setup here to begin with. All right. Cross collar sleeve. You're stepping into my daily Hiva. I can control the ankle, push the knee out. See how I push it out here? Right? Yeah. Already kind of knocking you off your base. This is really good for me. You grab this. Right.
Yep.
This one.
Yep. Okay.
So this is the position. There's a lot of good stuff in here where you can put your foot in the armpit here.
Yeah.
Push you forward. Right. Look. Right. Knocks you down.
Yeah.
I really like this, and then we can go right into our single leg X. This is the single leg X here. Okay. Now it's illegal if I go in front of your leg here. This is what's called knee reaping, right? If I go in front, but I'm okay as long as I keep that foot into your hip, just like this, right? So even if you square back up with me, right? Look, this is different from the daily Hiva. Notice, daily Hiva's on the outside of your leg.
Yeah.
This I weep on the inside, and I put my foot in your hip, and I squeeze my knees. So, right? A lot of control over your leg here. Right? I can still push your knee out, put my foot in your bicep here, right? And even squeeze my knee here, right? So here with this hook, and take you this way. Yeah. Here. Remember that ankle lock we talked about?
Yeah.
A couple of months ago here?
Yeah.
Squeeze the toes, right here. Squeeze the toes, and break the foot. Okay? So that's one thing with the pulling guard. That's really good. Cross collar sleeve, foot in the hip, make them step. You got the choice to go daily Hiva or single leg X. Okay, so let's see you do that a couple of times. All right. So make them step. Make them step. There you go. Boom. Yes. Look, you can go daily Hiva or go inside. Yep. Weave around. Yep. There you go. Foot on the hip. Squeeze that nice and tight. Now take this on the inside and hook the back. Yes, just like that. Okay. Squeeze the knees. Squeeze the knees. There you go. Look. Now you're gonna control the ankle. Take hip up into my knee. Hip up. Yeah. Go. 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 Nice. There it is. Put this foot in the hip. Yeah. Nice and tight. Even up higher, like up here. Yes. There you go. Look. That actually keeps me from sitting up. Okay. Now you've got your ankle lock there. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see how much of that you remember there. Find the toes underneath. Yep, there it is. Squeeze the elbow down, roll. Yep, keep going. Now, start to take your hip into my heel. Go, 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 go. Squeeze the toes. Yeah, yes, good. So, this might be the first time you've ever seen the single leg X, right? Different, the daily Hiva and the single leg X complement each other very well, okay? But we'll just wanted to introduce you to the single leg X. Okay. Now we'll stick with our daily Hiva. Okay. Just because that's what we're more familiar with. All right. Yeah, there you go. You don't even care if this guy goes correct. Nice. There you go. Yeah. Good. That's it. Look. All right. Now, what are you gonna do? Sit up. All right. There it is. Good. Go. 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 Up. Right. So instead of jumping right to mount, right?
Yeah.
Go back. Here. This knee goes down between my legs and the hip. Yes. Remember this, right? Good. Cross face, here, cross face, yeah, right? Because now you're starting to put me in that chiropractic position, right? Oh. My knees are going that way, my shoulders are going this way, makes it very difficult for me to defend this, okay? Now this knee comes into the belly, yep, now walk up in and out, right? Good, good, okay. Remember what we talked about yesterday about very deliberate, methodical movement, right? Instead of because we could come in here and we could practice it that way, where you just jump right into mount. But in a real situation, guy's going to be resisting. He's going to fall, and as soon as you jump to mount, he's going to bring that knee in because there's just a lot of space, right? Or he's going to push you off. We have to be. The reason that it works so well is because step by step, there's pressure. You're making the guy uncomfortable. You're spreading him out, making it, have you ever seen anybody do a squat like this?
No.
That's because it's a very awkward position.
Right.
And if I was to do a squat like this, I don't even know if I could do a body weight squat like this, right? Considering your weight is on top of me, it's going to be very difficult for me to resist this type of situation. You're going to get to mount, right? Any resistance that I give you is going to be like, not enough to keep you from getting your position. Because this is the way. But if you allow me to get here, now I start to become stronger and stronger and more capable of defending and resisting. Okay, so step by step. The reason that this particular technique works is because you've always got a good control and you're always. So if you step up here real quick, I'm going to go ahead and sweep you so you can feel here, right? So I'm here. All right, I got a grip here, spread you out, yeah, here. Now I get your sleeve, I'm gonna go ahead and let you come down on your shoulder. So yeah, there we go, and I'm gonna slam you on your shoulder. So here, look, right, all the way down, look, try to move, try to get up. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to, right? Because I've got my contact here. Controlling the ankle, controlling the knee, controlling the sleeve, right? So if you try to move, get up, no way, right? It's gonna be very difficult because I've got you pinned. Now, as I rock up, I keep my grips all the way to the point when I get here, okay? Now, try to move. Yeah, exactly. Look, your knee's pinned still, your knee's pinned, and I've got control of your shoulder line as well, okay? So even if you want it to move, it's going to be very difficult. Any resistance you give me is going to be, you know, minimal at best, okay? Just because you're in such an awkward position. Now, cross face, I go step by step. Here, boom. Yep, and then I go into position, okay? So even if we go nice and slow, every rep until each step is just, it's just very instinctual. It's like second nature. Every step. That way, we're never getting to the point where we go for the sweep and then we just go like that, right? Just because there's just going to be too much space, right? There's just going to be too much opportunity for the guy to kick out, maybe get his knee in, and we want to minimize the risk that this guy's going to be able to defend or get away from us, and we want to like maximize our chances of ending up in the position that we want. Because when you're dealing with a resisting person, right, of your own size and weight, they're strong, they're trained, right? They've got some stripes in their belt as well. They've been doing the same thing that we're doing, so they've got some experience, and they're going to know where to push, where to shrimp, where to put their hands. So we've got to be very very sharp with everything that we do, every technique, every step that we go through. Okay, so let's pull guard again. Oh yeah, nice. There it is. See, feel how instant that was. That's exactly how it's going to happen, right? Every time. Guy's going to step because he has to. He can't step with this leg. Look, if I try to step, push here. Yeah, look, I can't step. I want my foot here because I want my foot under my face, right? But I can't. Right. So I have no choice but to step with this leg. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Okay. So push the leg out. Yeah. Now, yep. Sit up. There it is. Right. Yep. Nice. Stop right there. Okay. Look. Hold here. Pull your elbow back. Yes. Push here with this leg on my knee. Right. And you've got ankle control. Even if it would take a lot of effort for me to start to push or start to try to break that grip or whatever. And you don't need me to stay here forever. You just need me to stay here for about 2 seconds, right? To stabilize this position. Now rock your leg, rock your top leg. So instead of trying to sit up, right, use this leg. Feel how, yeah, now rock it, go. Yes, you feel that? Right? That gives you momentum to get up, okay? Now underhook, yeah, look, stop right there. Look, I can't move, okay? That's the goal, okay? So cross face. Now start to put my shoulders to the mat. Yeah, now it's getting worse and worse and worse, okay? Knees in, right knee right up, right into mount. Yeah, that's it. Good. Nice. Good job. That's what we're looking for. Nice, methodical movement. Especially in a technique like that. We'll do it as many times as we can, nice and slow. That way, with the 30th or the 40th or the 50th repetition, then you can start moving a little faster. Because now every step is built in and you're doing everything right. Now you can just start to speed it up a little bit. Okay? But at first, we got to go nice and slow. Right. Nice. That's it. Good. Step by step. Good. There it is. Nice. Cross face, by the way. Cross face. Yeah. Look. Right. Make sure. Not a big deal because look, even if I get the underhook, your leg is between my legs. Not a big deal, right? Because now, the only reason you would have to worry about this is if we were in like a half guard position. We are not in a half guard position. My leg would have to be on the outside of your leg. It's the other way around. So not the biggest deal, right? But since you're cross facing here, right? Even go up to mount, Yeah, look, you're still in mount, right? But look, now it makes it easier for me to frame. But I just want to point it out, that it's not the biggest deal if you don't end up with an underhook. But
that's what I should be calling.
Yes, it wouldn't hurt to establish that underhook. It's not going to hurt because now you're going to have the opportunity to walk his arm up, right? Walk the guys because you have an underhook. As soon as you walk up in the mount, look, I'm going to walk his arm up. It's going to be next to his head. I can trap his arm next to his head, right? And go for arm triangles or feed it over for that, that gift wrap technical mount type position here where his arms around his head, okay? So if you lay down on your back for me here, kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So put this knee over here. Yeah, yes, just like that, right? This is the kind of the position that we end up in, right? Look, the difference between if I don't have an underhook, look, I go to mount, I'm still in a good mount. And I can always circle under for that underhook, right, to get it. But if I make the transition the right way, right, as I come in, I go for the underhook here, right, now crossfade, look how much more control of your shoulders I have here, okay? And as I walk up to mount, look at this, I already have that underhook. So I start to walk your arm up, walk your arm up, walk your arm up, pin it, right? But now we're starting to get into good position here. Grab the wrist, knee behind the head. We're in our Kimura position, bow and arrow position. Everything kind of opens up. Okay? So, a couple more reps. And what I'll have you do is just kind of go ahead and progress, right? Walk the hand up, walk it over to like that gift wrap position or to your Kimura hand, okay? And just so we can start to build the, the map, the road map. We're going from pulling guard all the way to a finish, okay? Let's do it that way. Yeah, nice. I'm already off diet. Ah, nice. Good, good. Come on. Under. Yes, that's it. Crossface. Crossface. Yeah. There it is now. Yep. Go to mount. Walk your fingers up. Go, 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 go. There it is. Now take your head on the other side. Use your right hand to push my hand to your left hand. Use your right hand. Yep. Push that down to your left. Yeah. There you go. Get the wrist control. Wrist. Yes. Now, when he comes up, good. So bring your left knee up behind my head. Yeah. Look. See how low you are to my hip? You want to be up here. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Now, you got whatever you want here. Okay. More control, or feed the collar to your left hand. Feed the choke collar to your left hand. Yep, nice and tight. Pop that down. Yep, keep this behind the head though. Yeah, there you go. Now, hook the leg. Hook outside my leg. Like, hook it. Yeah, there you go. Right? So, no, just hook the top leg. Yeah, there you go. Right? So, windshield wiper your left foot to my back. Yep, now, roll back. Yep, left foot comes over my shoulder. Boom. Yeah, nice. Okay, there you go. Nasty bow and arrow. Okay.
Learn that arm triangle.
From the mount? Is that
Yeah,
what
the
okay.
arm, is it
Yeah.
called the arm
Yeah, arm
triangle?
triangle. This is where, so we're here, and I walk this up like here. Yeah, right. And we'll finish. We'll talk about some
John
finishes.
submitted me like that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I never.
It's an uncomfortable choke more than if they're not doing it right. We'll go over the finishing details on it a couple of times. And because if you notice, look, you walk that arm up, you end up right in that position. Right. That's probably how it happened to you too.
Sure, I'm sure it was.
Nice. Yeah. There it is. Yes. Good. Walk up. There it is. Good. Look at this position. Okay. So let's talk about this. All right. So you're in good position here.
Yeah.
Look, it's very important that you get your ear on my shoulder. Yeah, nice and low, right? But a little higher on the shoulder with your ear, right? You want my shoulder in the bend of your neck. Okay. Yeah, with your head around. There you go. Just like that. That little adjustment you just made, Robert, just made this a lot tighter. Okay. So you've got your gable grip, right, with your hands. Okay. Start to squeeze with your ear on my shoulder and squeeze your ear to this elbow.
Right.
Yep. Go. Nice. That's the squeeze we're looking for. Okay, because it's a big difference. Go ahead and get back in that position. This is a mistake that's made a lot of times. Bring your ear closer up here to my elbow. Yeah. People will be here, and they're trying to push this on through the face. It's uncomfortable, but it's not a choke. Okay. So when you get here, a lot of times you're going to end up in this position where like if you walk my hand up, walk my arm up, look, when you take your, look, you end up with your ear a little out of place. But it's yes, make the adjustment, right? Now start to hug the shoulder to the neck. Go. Good, okay? Okay, so let me show you one thing, right? There's a couple of different things that will help you finish this and make it super tight. All right. So if I'm in mount here, all right, I've got the crossface and the arm trapped. Right. This is a lot of times what happens is you have to pin the arm, so that the guy can't get the arm back, and then you have to adjust, right, with your head. Okay. So that'll happen a lot, and I think that's why people do this a lot because they think they're in a good position, but feel the difference, right? Where my ear is up on your elbow, right? Uncomfortable, but it's not going to choke you. Right? If I get my ear down here on the shoulder, right? Look.
All right.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, okay?
Yeah.
So once I'm here, what I'm going to do
Yeah, I can finish it in mount, but tough guys, most of the time, they don't tap to this, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to step over to knee to belly here. Now my knee is on your belly, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push with my knee on your legs, and I'm going to try to take your head away from your body, all right? So,
Yeah, the pressure here pushing on your legs. So basically what's happening is I'm taking your head away from your body, right? Like you're going to take the head off a bug or something. You know, it's like you're going to decapitate the guy, okay? So try that. And you can also jump off to the side. But I don't recommend that. I would prefer going to knee to belly because there's actually a defense to the arm triangle when the guy jumps all the way off to the side like that, okay? So let's get to the De La Hiva.
Okay.
Get to your arm triangle. You're going to jump over, knee to belly, and finish that arm triangle. Okay, here we go. Nice. Yeah. Good. Cross face in the road. There it is. All the way up. Good. Go.
Good. You're in perfect position with your arm. No. With your arm triangle, it's exactly where it needs to be. Okay. Now go knee to belly. Take over. Yep. Now you're gonna push because most of the time the guy's gonna have his legs up, so you're actually gonna have something to push off of, right? So you're gonna push off and squeeze. Okay. Ready? Go. Okay, so the only thing, squeeze with your head too, right? Yeah, you're trying to squeeze here and push off at the same time. Ready, go. Squeeze. Ah, man, much better, much better.
Huge difference.
Terrible.
yeah, it's bad. One thing you can do, there's one thing that I like to do instead of the gable. Gable's fine. Gable works. But I like to go with this rear naked, where I put my hand on my tricep and put the hand on the guy's forehead. So if you feel this, right? Go to mount. Yeah, exactly. So here, cross face. So I'm going to put my hand on my bicep here, okay, which makes that super tight. Right? My head is where it needs to be. Now I'm going to take my hand and put it on your forehead, and I can actually open your head up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
there. Okay. So it gets pretty painful. At the same time, it chokes really well.
Because what it does is it's pushing. Guys like to do this to defend their neck. So you're going to open the forehead, right? And it pulls the chin away from the chest, and it exposes all that neck. Okay, makes it all good. Everything sinks in even a little tighter, right? Boom. So you're just going to go here. All right. So let's see. Let's feel you do that.
Okay.
Here, yeah, underhook. You got your cross face already. Walk your fingers all the way up until that. Yeah. So see how it's getting stuck on your forehead? Yeah, because you're not walking it up. Keep walking your fingers up. Yes, walk in the circle now. Take your head over. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Okay, so your right hand's on your left bicep. Okay. Ear, take your ear down to the shoulder. There you go. Now, open the forehead here. Yes, look, now squeeze. Go. Relax. Good. Now, go back. Right? Now, let's go knee to belly. Knee to belly. Everything's the same. Squeeze with your head. Nice. Good. Okay. Awful. Good job. That's what we want. All right. Yeah. We're going to show John how to do that the right way. Yeah.
I know he did that to me before. Damn.
Yes, it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I think guys tap to that because it's almost a crank. You know, it's like, oh man, it just feels like your neck's going to break or something. But whenever you really get it in tight, it's a blood choke. I mean, it's like the lights go out. You know, less pain and more just go to sleep. All that kind of stuff. So I'm going to switch belts out. I think my wife went and got me. This is Chris's belt. It's a little short. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Apologize about that. Left that thing at home. Okay. All right, so you remember the other? That's the best sweep. For me, that's like the one that I like the most whenever you end up in that mount position. But, sometimes we gotta have different second and third options, okay? So the second option right, is the sit up to the single leg. Okay, so you're doing the daily Eva, right? Double guard the daily Eva here. Okay. There you go. Nice, that's it, right? So let's say you push the leg out. Guys just got good balance, right? So you sit up, yeah, there you go, look. And you're trying to get the guy to put his foot on the, or his hand on the mat so you can grab it, but he's not. He's smart about it.
Right.
You know, you try, like, let's say he's here, you try to grab, right? He's like, no, I'm not going for that, right? So now, switch to the sleeve, switch with your, yeah. Now, take that and force it to your other hand here, okay? So push it between my legs here, yep. Now reach around. No, don't trap your own leg though. Don't trap your own leg. So come over your leg, right? So sit all the way up, right? Yeah, sit all the way up. Now, switch hands. Now, see how you're going around your leg? Go here. Go, yeah, now you're not going to trap your own leg, right? Now, okay? It's a little difficult, but use your hand to scoot your hip back a little bit.
Because I don't have to trap your leg
No.
anymore, because I've got it.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Okay.
You're controlling my leg and my arm with just your arm, right?
I get
So
it.
now put your right hand on the mat, right? Scoot your hip out a little bit. There you go, just like that. Now you're more comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So now take this leg through and hook my leg.
Okay.
There you go. Now head on the inside, right? Now you're just gonna pull my leg out from under me. Go. Yeah, nice. Look at that. All right, you remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. So that's just a little bit of. It's been a while, like we said before. It's been a few weeks since we've done this single leg.
Right.
So this is a really good option, right? If a guy's giving you a hard time with the other sweep, we're gonna make this one really quick, right? We're gonna have to diagnose really quickly if we're gonna be able to get the hand or if we're gonna sit up. So it's gonna be like this. Okay, so come up to the daily Eva. Right? Let's say I'm on the collar, okay? So we're starting out with the collar grip, so we'll stay with the collar grip, right?
Okay.
So I'm here, I stretch you out and I sit up. Look, if I can't get it, look, I'm gonna switch, boom, up, here. I like to get around the wrist instead of the sleeve grip. Sleeve grip's great, right? But the wrist is good too, okay? Look, from here, look, if I can get your wrist, I'm gonna do the same sweep,
Yeah.
right? But let's say you're being smart. Yes, exactly. Look, hand on the mat, head in the middle, foot comes around, and I sweep. Okay? Yeah, exactly. All right? Or the third option that we're going to talk about in a second, look, maybe you're leaning into me and you're trying to keep me from standing up. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right between your legs like this. And come up this way. Okay?
Okay.
So, second and third options. Okay? Let's drill that a handful of times apiece. Okay? Yeah. Nice. Yep. Now, sit up. Yeah. Hand on the mat to help you sit up a little bit. Right? There you go. Scoot your hip back just a little bit. Yeah. See now how you can sit up a little more. All right. Yep. Feed that. Good. So see how you trap your own leg? Here we go. Around your leg. Yeah. Go. That's it. Yes. There you go. Right. Now try it with the wrist controls. There you go. See how you can really pull that arm into that leg. Look, it traps it. Okay. If you can get this, if I start going here, right, grab the arm. Yep, you got the first option, right?
Okay.
Let's say I'm going here, I'm not giving it to you. Yep, head inside, head on the, yeah, exactly. So go back, put your foot on the knee. So this time, whenever you make the transition, we want to make it smooth where your head comes on the inside as your leg goes.
Okay.
Go. Yes, there you go. Yeah, nice. That's it. Single leg. Good job. That's what we're looking for, okay? So that transition, we want to make it smooth where we're not like leg and then head, right? At the same time, leg and head, all at the same time. You should build a little momentum that way, okay? All right. Again. Good. Stretch them out. Good. Sit up. Yeah. Right away. There you go. That's it. Yes. Around. Wrist control. Good. Swing. Nice. Boom. Beautiful. Good. That's what we want right there. Good job. So make that transition a little bit. Come up. Stand up on your feet. There you go. Like as soon as I pull, right? Whenever I kick your leg out, I'm going to sit up all at the same time. So watch. Sit up, just like this. See how? Because you're pushing, and then you're like having trouble like sitting up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you're getting stuck on my leg a little bit.
Yeah.
But you can use this, right, to help you sit up. See how I'm almost doing a curl to help myself pull up.
Yeah.
Right now that I'm sitting up, I'm like this. Okay. Switch here, around, wrist control. Look, I can even grab the collar here, right, to keep your posture broken down. Because if you wanted to, you could posture up and pull that arm out of there, right? Yeah. Here, look, I can keep your posture down. Okay. Now, look. Now I can make you put that hand on the mat. Yes. And I grab. Maybe you pull it away. Look. Boom. Right. And then I sweep. Yep. Okay? Okay. A couple more times with that. Yeah. Now sit up. Yeah. See how you use this as an anchor, right?
And I was
Yeah, you don't even need to do that now, right? So now switch. Yep. Beat it. Good. Wrist control. Look. Guys, right? Grab your collar here. Look, force my forehead to the mat. Look what happens. Right? There's that arm. Yes, exactly. Right? So that's just one option that you have there. Okay. Guy, maybe he's being smart about it, right? Yeah, just go right through your single leg. Swing in. Good. Yeah, nice. You're basically leaving the guy with just one leg to stand on. So it's just not going to happen. Okay? All right, one more time. One more time with the single leg. Uh-oh, good. Nice. Sit up. Good. There you go. Yep. Collar. There it is. Good. Use the collar real quick. Yeah. Uh-oh. Now grab it. Try to grab it. Now go. Single leg. Yes. Nice. That's it. Good. So you see how you can set all that up, right? After so many reps, Robert, what we're going to aim for is you knowing the ins and outs of the position so well that you're leading this guy. You're in a dance, right? And you're leading. This guy's just following, right? You're going to pull his collar. He's going to, if you want him to put his hand on the mat, you know how to make him put his hand on the mat. He puts his hand on the mat. He's smart enough or quick enough to pull his leg out or his arm out. You're going to go right for the single leg. So you know the position so well that you're 2-3 steps ahead of the guy. Okay. So now I'm not even sure what to call this. It's just the third option, third variation.
Okay.
Basically, you're just gonna head through the legs, right? So if you'll stand up real quick, okay, we go through this real quick here. Okay. So I get my position here, right? I stretch you out, sit up, right? Feed the wrist through here. Look, I can grab the opposite collar here, either side collar here, right? Or I'm gonna go inside, right? I can pull your hand to the mat. Yes, there it is, right? Or I'm just going to go in. I can't get the single leg, right? So I'm going to grab here, and I'm going to swing my head under. Look, it's kind of important which grip you get. I don't want to have an under or an over grip here. I actually want to have an under grip so that I can swing my elbow through. See, if I have an over grip, look, my elbow will only swing so far. Look, under grip, elbow will go in. Look, now come up onto the knees. And you're basically in the same single leg position, okay? You can create some momentum there, right, by swinging your head under. Just swing all the way through, all right? Okay, let's see you do that. Right, yeah, you don't even have to pull guard. Just go right to your daily move. Here. Yeah, really sit up this time. Okay, get the collar, get the collar. There you go. Really sit up. There it is. Now, feet. There you go. Good. Right, so now grab the collar. Yep, make me put my hand on my, yeah, there it is. Good. Right? Yes. Here. Also. Now, grab it. Yeah, go through, grab the pants. Now swing yourself under. Swing yourself under. Go. Really circle. Go. Nice. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so you see how it works.
Yeah.
Right? You're basically causing the guy to lose his balance and he has no other way to fall but over. Okay. Because if we think about it here, why would the guy be leaning into you? Why would that be possible? Because he knows the single leg is going to take him back, right? It's kind of the same kind of principles as the other positions. Whichever way he's resisting, we're going to take his resistance and use it against him. Okay. So if you're in the position here with the daily leg, right? You sit up, you feed my wrist. Okay. You set this. Look, right? You're in perfect position for the single leg. If you go for the single leg, go for the single leg. There you go. So instead of, yeah, look, right? So I know you want to take me back, right? So I'm going to lean into you. Yeah. Right now, sweep through. Go. Yes. Right? So now, if I feel that you're going to take me forward, if I feel you're going, yeah, go ahead and get in your position. There you go. Look. Right? So now, look, you're in a good position here. Right? If I feel you're going to try to swing under and take me forward, I'm going to lean back. And then you're going to go, yes, nice. Yeah. So you see what we're talking about, right? All right. He's either going to have He's only gonna have a couple of choices.
Yeah.
He's either gonna lean back or he's gonna lean forward.
Uh-huh.
Either way, we got what we want, okay?
Got it.
So let's keep drilling the swing through. I don't know what to call it.
Through? Okay.
Yeah, that's the get through the middle or whatever we want to call it. There we go. That's it. Yeah, good. Good. Now, so you can get a grip here, right? And you try to keep this foot up on the knee. Yeah, there you go. So the guy can't step in you. Because look, what's gonna ultimately happen a lot of the time, the guy's gonna push your knee down, he's gonna step in, right? Yeah, look, and then he's gonna try to start smashing you.
Yeah.
So here,
Okay.
yeah, we want to try to keep this foot up on the knee. Yeah, look, now I can't push. Now, obviously, if the guy uses his hand to push your knee down,
Yeah.
grab the sleeve. Yes, pull it off, look, now we're going down, okay?
Gotcha.
So you have to be aware of that. What is the guy going to do to try to defend? He's going to try to get rid of this, because this is what's keeping me spread out. Look, without this foot, or with this foot in, I cannot step into you, right? You're controlling my base. Here, this is going to be 9 times out of 10, this is going to be what's going to happen. He's going to step in just like this, right? So as soon, you have to be aware of that. Know what he's going to do. As soon, so go ahead and let go here. As soon as you see him reach, go. Yes, now you take him down.
If you step in, can I get that? Can I recover that?
You could, yeah, you could.
Try to get that?
Yeah, you could. Back, yes, that's exactly what you want to do, right?
All right.
But if we can prevent that altogether, right? As soon as I reach, grab, yes, now look. Push, pull, yep, look, I'm going down to my shoulder, right? First option, right? Here, guy doesn't, he's being smart, right? Maybe he reaches, you reach, and he pulls back. Go, single leg, go. Yep, single leg. Yeah, nice. That's it. Good.
Okay.
You see how we're gonna chain all of this together, okay? And we have to get to a certain level of comfort and familiarity with this position where we know all the reactions. And it has to be, because it's gonna be happening in real time. It's gonna be happening really fast. He's going to be reaching, he's going to be pulling, he's going to be leaning one way or the other, and it's all going to happen within seconds, right? So that's where repetition and experience with the position comes in handy. Okay, you're doing it so many times where you feel what he's doing. You feel where he's leaning, you feel he's leaning back, you feel he's leaning forward. You see he's reaching, right? He's reaching, he's pulling away. It's going to be very instantaneous. Okay, so let's do it again. Right? We're going to kind of go through those scenarios again where I want you to feel where I'm leaning, whether I'm leaning back, whether I'm reaching, and any opportunity you get, I want you to capitalize. Okay?
Start running in.
Yeah, you better. There it is. Good. Yeah. Sit up. There you go. Look, where's my hand? This is what's going to happen. Yes.
Yeah,
Right? Cool. Yes, exactly. Because if you think about it, look, as you're pulling guard, Robert, look where we at. Look where we are. Right? I had to step forward.
Yeah.
Most likely, my hand is going to go here.
Yeah.
Right? So you have your grip here.
Yeah.
This is exactly what's going to happen. Okay?
Okay.
Guy's going to go directly to your shin. So as you stretch him out and sit up, look, just go to the hand. Yeah, exactly. Right? Now, if it happens where you sit back up, let's go back to that position here. Right? You get the collar, Yep. You stretch me out, you reach for my hand, I pull out, then you go. Yeah, there you go. Now, look, I'm leaning forward. Yes, I'm leaning forward, right? You feel the difference here. If I'm leaning back, you go for the single leg. If I'm leaning forward, right, just go. Yes, that's it. Good. Right?
Yeah, okay, I got it.
So, does that make sense?
Oh, it makes sense.
Okay, good. Because it's gonna, it might seem like, man, this is almost like, it's gonna be too complicated. It's really not. Once you've done it, just like you've done enough of this stuff to where once you do something 100 times, you start to pick up the little subtleties, the little differences in weight distribution, where, just like in half guard, where we're pushing the knee out, little stuff to improve our positions. All of that, at first, very first repetition in the half guard, you're like, oh man, I'm never going to figure this out. 100, 200, 300 repetitions, you're like, you're finding yourself just going, right? So, Same thing with this position, same exact thing. After so many repetitions, your head is going to be in the right place. Your legs are just going to go automatically to where they need to be. You're going to be feeding grips. You're going to be grabbing the collar. I mean, there's just so many options. Collar, make him put his hand on the mat. I guarantee you, you're going to catch that quite a bit. If you just buy into this, when you sit up, if you buy into trapping that arm, look, he only has one arm. He's on two legs, right? He's going to either go back or forward. He would prefer to go forward because he doesn't have an arm back there, right? He only has this. And then that hand, you're going to pull it out, you're going to end up here, right? 9 times out of 10, I guarantee it. Once I started really playing with that particular sweep, I started finding it. Like, every time I would roll, I would catch people with that exact same one. Pull guard, they'd step right into De La Hiva, sit up, trap the arm. I'd find myself in mount. It was beautiful. So,
Okay.
with your head, okay, what I'm noticing, if you'll stand up for me, with your head, your position here, whenever you're sitting up, and you're going for that single leg, you're actually taking your head down here, okay? The problem with that is, I'm not, the only pressure that I have pushing you down is on your leg. Right. If I get my head up high, look, my head's up high, look how I'm pushing into your body now, right? So instead of just pushing into your leg, which is good, this isn't bad, but I want to get used to like where we're using our head, to guide you over as well. Okay. Now, if you see what you're doing with your foot there, how you're hopping kind of around, look, if you're doing that, that means you're leaning forward. And then look. Right? Yeah. So just a little, as you do this more and more, you're kind of notice what the guy's doing to defend. And you're going to feel, right? He's either going backwards or he's going forward. Right then, whenever you were kind of hopping, why were you doing that? Why were you hopping backwards? To keep yourself from falling backwards. Yeah. That means you're probably leaning forwards. Right. Okay. So if I'm taking you back and you're leaning forward, that's my cue. That's my cue to spin through. Yeah. So let's do that a couple more times. Okay. All right. You don't even have to pull guard. Okay. Hey, morning, Steve. Morning. Hey. Yeah, don't even pull guard yet. Just go to your day-to-day. So here we're in position. Right. Yeah, you get your grips. Stretch it out. So really use this here, Robert. Push, and your shoulder is going to follow your knee. Okay. So push and sit up. Yeah, there you go. Nice. There it is. Good.
As soon as you grab that.
Yeah, for sure. Look, because look what's going to happen. Let's say you don't have control of this sleeve, right? But you get this sleeve, right? Grab the ankle. Look, you take me down. Look. Yeah, look. I have a hand, but now what's open? My back, right? Oh, yes, come right up to the, exactly. Boom. Right? Okay. So that's another, that's another option that we didn't even touch today. Which, it just speaks to how expansive all of this stuff is, okay? What I like to do is just keep it simple enough to where, whenever you're just figuring these positions out, you're not necessarily thinking about 100 different options. You're not thinking about even 4 options. You're just thinking about 3. I think 2 or 3 is complicated enough, right? I mean, for us to figure out all the little details for each one, and then you start throwing in a 4th and a 5th and a 6th. Oh, what happens if this guy rolls through? What happens if if this and that and that? Then you start. Whoa, we need to get back to the basics, like 1, 2, 3. Right? Let's just do that until you are so, fluid with these 3 positions. You know the ins and the outs and the what ifs. With just these 3, right? Then we can start expanding, right? On what happens if this happens, okay? So
it really seems like I should key in on that arm.
Oh, absolutely.
That arm is my wrist, right?
That's right. Okay.
So
remember in the half guard, what's the very first variation that sets up everything else in the half guard late underhook? What's the first variation? The back take.
Okay. Yeah.
Shoulder shrug, the back take. That's what, right? That's what's going to make it all open up. Just like that, this is what's going to open up everything else, right? Because you get the guy, just like in the half guard, he starts worrying about you taking his back. He's going to start making mistakes. He's going to start wizarding. He's going to start leaning into you. Just like that, in this position, you start concentrating on this arm. He's going to start posturing up, which causes him to expose his leg. He's going to start, once you get on his leg, he's going to start leaning. He's going to start getting off balance. Maybe he puts his hand back down for balance. So, just give you an idea how there are a lot of similarities in different positions, right? It's a lot of the same, it's different situations, but a lot of the same stuff applies. You're going to use one technique to set up the other, right? You're using the first variation of the sweep That he's really worried about that. And the funny thing is, a lot of guys, maybe they're not worried enough about that, so that they don't pay attention to where their arm is. So you're able to get that arm, and you're able to get the sweep, right? Once they figure that out, they start pulling their arm out, right? And that causes them to open up their leg, right? So if we're in the daily Hiva, okay? We're in the daily Hiva, yep, look, he's doing this, he's not paying attention to his leg. Yes, or the sleeve. Yeah, there you go, nice, that's it, boom, look. Oh, beautiful. Right, good, man. Couldn't ask for more than that. Okay, if you walk away from here, Robert, with an understanding of how each one of these techniques is going to set up the others, we're golden, okay? Because we can always rep the techniques are great. You could work the techniques out and get all the the little details about them, but if you can't chain them together, if you don't understand how one sets up the other, they're useless on their own, right? Maybe against a guy who has no idea what he's doing, you're going to be able to hit a single technique by itself, maybe. But a more experienced guy, a more trained guy, you're going to have to set him up. You're going to have to make him do what you want him to do. Okay? Make him expose something by defending something, just like we do in the half guard, right? We make him expose something by doing something wrong, right? He whizzers, he opens himself up to this, right? He leans this way, he opens himself up to this. So it's just all about setting things up, right? That's kind of like when you're taking the techniques to the next level. You could get the technique down to where it's just, it works every time. But with a more experienced guy, he's going to know. He's seen that technique. He knows what you're trying to do. Yeah. You have to be able to make him make mistakes, right? And that's what we're all about. We're all about trying to get it down so well where the guy, he has no choice but to play our game. He's playing our game at that point. All right, man. All right. I think good weekend of techniques, a lot of stuff. Any questions on any of that stuff?
I'll roll on Thursday, so I should have some tape for you.
Okay, good. Yeah, send me that. We'll get back in the swing of things. I know it's been a long couple of weeks for you.
I'll take it easy. So
yeah, take it easy. No sense in, if they get you in a position, Robert, please don't hesitate to tap. Even if they're not submitting you. Let's say, they get on top of you and you're just like, oh, I feel that on my ribs, just tap.
Yeah, right.
Even if they're not cranking on your arm or choke or anything, just tap and start back over. Yeah, because we want to keep you healthy and keep your training progressing rather than setting you back.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay.
Good job, man.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.